Selling and buying at the same time is a lot different than just buying your first home. So we thought we'll just break it down to show you guys an example and help you understand why it's so important to do the numbers upfront before you go into the market. So take an example, if the property is 600k, you may have a mortgage on that property, let's say 300, and you're looking to sell this property and maybe buy again for, let's say, a value of 750. So if we break this number down, so 600k is the value of property, the current mortgage is 300. One might think that, okay, I've got 300k cash to put towards the new one. However, this is the biggest mistake what people do. You have to factor a lot of miscellaneous cost just to see what's your actual net deposit for this new property. So this 300k might actually be fixed for 2 or 3 years, and you may have a breakage cost of, let's say, $3,000 or $2,000. So before you start thinking of selling and buying, just double check if your mortgage is fixed and if there is a breakage cost for that. The biggest one I've seen in my career is $24,000, and you definitely don't want to be in a position where you have to pay $24,000 as a breakage cost. So once you've calculated what's the breakage cost, and the biggest thing to factor is the real estate agent's cost. So depending on what different company you go, agents might cost you 1% to say 3.5, 3.95%. So a ballpark number, just say for an example, if the property is 600, it may cost you $25,000. So just a rough guesstimate. So let's say if you've got property of 600, you're paying $25,000 agent's fee, you've got a breakage of $3,000, and then we look at, okay, when you sell and buy, you have to have a solicitor. So a lawyer might actually cost you $2,000. So now, straight away, we've got a figure 25, 2,000, 3,000. So say $30,000 we got a minus from this 300. So as you can see, it's quite important to do the numbers right before you actually go into the market. We've got access to different lenders. We can help you with the whole process. So leave the numbers onto us and you guys can carry on with your life. So look forward to helping you if you're thinking of selling and buying. Catch up with you next time.